What's going on, my guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Garrett with Game by the Beach. Very excited to be here with you today because there is going to be a new faction blessing and we're going to be checking it out for the first time because we have not seen it. I'm very excited to be showing this video off because we are going to be going back to one of my favorite cards to play, which I feel like nobody really plays it, and it's a really good card, actually a really good combination of cards. And we got a couple of cool opponents that we're going to be taking on, which are also a little bit outside the meta. So grab your coffee, grab your device, and let's head on down to Game by the Beach. Welcome back once again, fellas. We are jumping into the first day of the new faction booster, and we have not yet checked it out. You can see it at the bottom of the screen. It's still gold. We haven't looked over yet. Let's go find out together what this week's faction blessing is, determining this week's faction, and see what we're going to be rocking for the rest of the week. So Dark Domain, as well as Critical Blessing. It increases the chance of critical hit for this faction's units by 4% for each of these units in the deck. What day is it today? Today's the 13th, so the update's coming out in about a week where Cultist is going to get talents and Blade Dancer is going to get talents and things like that. So this isn't going to help Cultist. Well, okay, so it is going to help Cultist, but it's not going to be before the update. So once the update comes, the Critical Blessing is going to be gone. So I'm really curious what deck we should run, but we actually have a lot of options. Reaper, maybe not so much, but Crystal Mancer, as well as Cold Elemental. Let's throw a deck together based off of this faction booster and jump into a couple games for this morning. Welcome back once again, guys. We made ourselves a deck, and it's going to be a Crystal Mancer deck. I feel like I've really wanted to make a Crystal Mancer deck for a while now, and now we have all the reason in the world because we're getting that extra critical damage, critical blessing, whatever you want to call it. The deck we're rocking with: Crystal Mancer, max level, baby. Frost, we've played around with Frost a little bit, and low-key, the Chains of Ice are super, super good. So I'm excited to be playing around with Frost a little bit more. Frost, whatever you want. Sword, which should be a little bit interesting to play, but I love Sword. I'm throwing it in almost every deck right now. If I could get it to 9, I'd be super, super hype. And I think it will help. Little extra critical damage, little extra regular damage. Think it could be good. We got Reaper in there. If our Crystal Mancer is going to be doing our boss damage, our Reaper is going to be doing our wave damage. And of course, Harlequin, or Harlequin, I should say. There's no Y at the end, right? Harlequin. I don't know why I'm having a hard time. That's been in the game forever. Just to help spam out swords as well as Frost when the time comes. For hero, we're doing Trickster with our mana, Hunter's Jacket, as well as our Amulet, Magic Amulet. Guys, make sure that you've hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers, and we're going to be doing a special something at 20K. So make sure you're leaving a comment down below also after you have subscribed to let me know what you guys want to see, whether it's a giveaway, a Q&A, a special video, a special stream, whatever you want, we can make it happen. But without further ado, let's jump into the first game of the morning and see how we do. Jumping into the first game of the morning, and let's see what we can do. Okay, so we're going to be trying our best to use this deck as kind of a spam deck, to where we're going to be trying our absolute best to get as many swords out as possible, as well as utilizing our Frost correctly to where we can actually slow down bosses, slow down things, and not be getting hit as much as you might be used to when playing a deck that looks like this. But we're going up against a guy that's rocking Reaper as well. He's going maximum gain as well as Trophy Skull, which I'm a little bit surprised about because, well, and he doesn't have his talent on his sword. Because I would think if he's running Reaper on his own, obviously he's got Executioner in there, but Reaper on his own, I would think would be the left talent, which would be like Giant Slayer and something else. Because then you're actually taking out bosses and taking out, not just waves. That's why we've got Reaper as well as Crystal Mancer. Reaper's for my waves, Crystal Mancer's for my bosses, and Frost is for my slow. Okay, and then we've just got Harlequin to spam out more swords, We should be pretty aggro in terms of merging things out, which is actually really a big shame because if we're going to be doing swords merging, we're going to have to merge our higher level units. I just thought of that, which is going to be a little bit troublesome. But we're going to try our best and see what we can do. Puppeteer is first. Let's at least get a Reaper, a high-level Reaper somewhere. And then maybe we can start doing some swords. Because we can't really merge out anything until we get units where we want them. So we're going to do a... Okay, that works. I'll just do that. I'll do that. I'm going to go down here. Honestly, we're going to have to do that. Okay, that's a shame, but what are you going to do? That was a frost, a chain of ice, which I would have liked, but not a problem. We should have no problem taking out Puppeteer without it. Actually, if it moved us, I would have been okay with it. Moved him, I would have been okay with it. He's rocking Sword as well as Night Statue. He clearly is just running something strange because those two actively don't work well together. It literally says it in the description when the card first came out. But that's okay. Let's just do a little something. He's coming down, hitting me with stuff, which is fine. I think we'll go, yeah, let's go aggro at him because we've got things that we need to do. So I'm going to go here. We've got another frost that I want to use, but I don't really have the opportunity. So I'm just going to do this, and that's pretty good. So at least now we have a rank 3 here that we can utilize at some point. Okay, so I'm going to get these guys up a couple of times. He's having all sorts of trouble. I mean, you can't lose yet, my friend. You cannot lose yet because that would not make for a very good video. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to actually merge that out here, and that is perfect. Okay, so now we're going to go in on some swords, and that should work out decently well. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to go there, and oh my goodness. Hit him with a good game. I'm going to say good luck to him as well, just because he's going to need it. I absolutely respect him trying out a different deck. I'm also trying out a different deck. That's not it. That's not it, right? Let's break it down really quickly, right? He's got Reaper in there because of the faction. He's got Executioner also in there because of the faction. Maybe he'll still steal my deck. Very similar, but it actually makes sense, okay? You need something that actually takes out bosses. Night Statue and Sword is no. You want to be a little bit more aggro. Anyway, his equipment is actually much better than mine. I understand he's trying something new, but at least try something that would work cohesively. It's going to be all right. But there's one game in the books. I'll take a win any way I can get it. Let's jump into one more game for the morning at least. I mean, that was pretty quick. Let's jump into at least one more game and see how we do. Back in we go, and we're going up against a Demon Hunter deck. Okay, so Demon Hunter Sword, not necessarily the end of the world, okay? We can deal with that. At least it's a real deck. I feel good about that. But it's going to be a little bit of an awkward start again. You guys kind of saw how we're going to have to actually merge out Frosts, Reapers, as well as Crystal Mancers early on to get them to a higher level, so that we can then merge out swords and we'll hit units that don't need to be merged any longer. So it's going to be a very awkward start to building this deck, but it's important to do so because you would think you want to merge out swords first so that you get higher level units. However, if you merge those swords out first, all of those orbs that you're producing are going to be on units that are then going to get merged to where they're going to disappear, okay? So let's just try and make something happen. I'm going to merge down here. At least we got a rank 2 right there. The only other thing that we could do is try our best to merge like rank the red swords. So then we're not getting at least a ton of wasted orbs. So we've got 2 rank 2 Reapers, but I don't think that's going to be enough. It's kind of unfortunate, to be honest. I'm going to have to do that. That's pretty good, actually. Let's do that also. So this guy's at 1. This guy's at 5 already, dude. We'll go over here. We'll do that as well. And at least we've got some stuff. We've got some things. We've got some stuff. If we can get any of this guy, or like if that guy gets to a critical blessing as a rank 2, do I keep him? I don't know. I can't wait until after the update when it just stays and says exactly what it is. I feel like that's going to be really worthwhile. but he's going to come down and hit me. So, like, this guy's at 0. I know that. This guy's at, like, 5. So at least if I get another rank 2 Reaper, I can merge that out and see what we can find. Puppeteer, we should not have an issue with. I'm going to just spam a little bit just to see what we can get. I'm going to hit my Trickster, but I think this should be pretty fun. I love playing these random decks, but I also want them to make sense, and I also want to have a little bit of a chance of winning. I mean, it's all good and dandy if you play a deck that is weird and not in the meta, but if you don't have any chance of winning, I mean, what are we really doing, right? That's kind of the whole point, no matter what. So I'm interested to hear what you guys are playing this week. Are you just continuing to push because the season's end is, I don't know, a week or so away? Or are you trying out different stuff, trying Dark Domain, going full on with your Cultist deck? Let me know, because we'll probably try it. We'll have to try it. My Cultist is only level 9, but that'll at least get us to our... Actually, it might be 10. It'll at least get us to our first talent, which now that I'm thinking about it, if my Cultist is 10, we may or may not get him to 11 when the update comes out. Because we have a book that we can use. I typically tell you guys to wait, but if it's taking me forever to get from one level to the next, maybe we'll make that happen. We'll have to see. I'm just merging everything out. Like, these rank 1s aren't going to do anything for us. So I'm just going to do all this. We'll do that. We'll do that. Let me just do this. He's got some pretty good... high-ranking units, so like that rank 4 I saw him get, we hit that. Rank 3, we hit that as well. That's decent. Oh, we do have swords here. Okay, so let's do this. This guy's at 9. That's pretty amazing. Hit our Frost. We got Gorgon. We shouldn't have any problem with Gorgon. I'm just going to merge those out. Doesn't look like either of these guys have orbs, so I'll merge those out as well. And I'm actually going to come down here. I want to at least make it so it utilizes something. I don't even know if we're going to be able to freeze Monkey King with chains. Well, let's find out. Let's see if we're going to be able to. I don't know if we're going to be able to make it there in time. But if we can, okay. So, oh, this guy got to 10. So, again, kind of weird, but I'll take it. I'm just going to do this. They're having a little bit of a hard time right now. I'm going to do this as well. Freeze them up. Let's merge these guys out. Let's do another sword. Let's do another sword right there. We'll do another sword right here. We'll do one more right there. We'll just merge that guy out for now. We'll do that as well. And now we're not going to be able to see whether or not it works with Monkey King. Actually, yes, we can. 28 seconds. I think we should be okay for the rest of this wave. We do have a good amount of Reapers, so they just need to kind of kick it into the next gear at some point. But if we can continue to build mana, our board will continue to look better. It's just that the sword is not going to be super beneficial down the stretch. So keep holding out, seeing what we can do. I'm going to merge that right there as a little tester when Monkey King gets here, and we'll see. Reaper is hitting units randomly along the wave, so it might be... So it didn't work. If anyone was curious what the result of that test was, it did not work. Okay. We'll just merge that out for now. I'm going to merge these guys out, because why not? Another Frost is interesting. Hit our Trickster. I'm going to be able to do this. I might do that. That's unfortunate. Now we've got a need to try and get that to be something. And we're out of mana here, which is not great. He's taking things out pretty well, but you know what? We do have Bedlam, and we might be kind of okay against Bedlam. If we had mana. If we had mana, we might be... Oh, that Reaper was a beast. Let's just do this. And now we can do that when Bedlam shows up. And at least give us a little bit of a chance. And we should be able to spam ghosts at him as well. 1 second. Here we go. I know we can freeze Bedlam. I know that. So let's take some time. Try and take him out. Let's freeze him. Boom. Let's freeze him again. Boop. Slowing him down. So I wasn't really trying to prevent him from from hitting me. I was just trying to slow him down, and it worked. We actually hit him 2 straight times. That worked out super, super well. We don't have any boosts from our sword, which is unfortunate. How are these guys still negative buffs? I don't know how that makes sense, but whatever. We're just going to do that. And guys, we're home free. I mean, there's absolutely no chance this guy wins this game. I'm going to hit my Frost one more time. Dude, Frost is low-key really good. Hit him with a good game. We'll check out his equipment. A little bit better than me. Hey, I'll take it. I can't say anything about people leveling up epics anymore or anything lower anymore because that's how it's going to be. Level 9 Demon Hunter, so a little bit under-leveled right there, but it is a legendary versus a rare. Versus 2 epics, actually, Crystal as well as Reaper. Not too shabby, guys. That actually worked out a little bit better than I was thinking that it would. We went up against a fake deck, and then we went up against a regular Demon Hunter deck. I think we might have a chance against the Cultist. I don't think we would have a chance against like Tesla, Inquiz, things like that. So play it at your own discretion. If you go up against one of those meta units, Crystal Mancer typically has a tough time. But guys, that is going to be the end of this YouTube video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll check you guys out in tomorrow's video.